It's now or never for the Portland Trail Blazers here in the second round of the Western Conference playoffs. We currently sit behind the Utah Jazz 2-0, and we've got to win at least one game today, otherwise our season is over. The unfortunate thing is both of the first two games were very winnable. Game 1, we started off on fire, opening the game on a 14-1 run, but the Jazz kept piling back, eventually taking the lead with minutes to go. We had a great performance from Darius Springer, but everybody else let us down, notably Kristaps Porzingis going 0 for 7. As for Utah, Tyson Ledbetter, the All-NBA guard with 34. Sidi Ghaffari, the rookie, was phenomenal down the stretch, and that carried into Game 2. Ghaffari was fantastic again in what ended up being a 1-point Utah win. Darius Springer missed the game-winning layup. It was blocked, but he still had 28 and 10. Shaedon Sharpe played well. Khalil Griffin's impact on the game in both of the first two matchups has been very notable. But the big story was, again, the poor play of Kristaps Porzingis. He only played 11 minutes, and he only played one possession in the second half. Sidi Ghaffari had 28 and 14, and he did it pretty much effortlessly because it probably was without effort. Kristaps Porzingis looked like he wasn't even trying in this second game. Defensively, he was just standing there. He wasn't going for rebounds. He wasn't contesting shots. He didn't look like he wanted to be out there, so we benched him. And we now have a really tough decision on how we have to navigate this going forward because obviously Porzingis is a pretty key player. That doesn't necessarily mean, though, that he's the only player that needs to step up. Khalil Griffin is shooting less than 42% from the field here in the playoffs, after he was the most efficient scorer in the entire league during the regular season, leading the NBA in true shooting percentage at nearly 70%. His true shooting here in the playoffs has been below average, and it's 4 games in a row where his efficiency has really not been good, especially from 2. Now, I will say his rebounding, passing, and defense has all been really good. He's still making an overall positive impact on these games, which hasn't been the case with Porzingis so far in the Utah series. So what are we supposed to do with Kristaps Porzingis? Because these struggles over the last 2 games have kind of come out of nowhere. He was fine in the series against the Lakers. He wasn't great, but he wasn't bad. In the first game against Utah, he went 0 for 7, and obviously in the second game, he didn't even try. It looked like he didn't want to be out there on either end of the floor. He gave us nothing on offense, and he got torched by Sidi Ghaffari on defense. And it's not like Ghaffari is some proven playoff performer. He is a 20-year-old rookie. And sure, he is ultra-talented. He is a phenomenal player who I think will be a superstar in this league. But he's not yet. He's 20 years old, and he looked like a superstar against the guy in Porzingis who's a veteran. He's 32 years old. He's been in the playoffs before. He knows what this environment's like, and he has to step up. So what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to play him, or are we supposed to sit him? On one hand, we need Porzingis to beat the Jazz. We don't have many other consistent bigs on the roster, and the Jazz have so much size and length down low with not just Ghaffari, but also Mikhail Yakovlev, who played well in both games, Amadou Mwangi, Jaren Jackson. The Jazz have a lot of talent down low, and they also have guards and wings who can drive to the basket. Porzingis' size is so valuable, and especially against a team like Utah, we really need him. On the other hand, though, he's been a total net negative. In the first game, he was -7 in the 21 minutes that he played, meaning we outscored them when he was out of the game. In Game 2, he played only 11 minutes, but despite that, he was -21. That means in the 29 minutes he did not play, we outscored them by 20 and still lost. I get that plus-minus can be a deceiving stat, but I feel like in this case it tells you all you need to know. With Porzingis not even trying in that second game, I think the decision becomes clear. We cannot have him lose more games for us. So with that, Kristaps Porzingis will not make the trip to Utah. He will not play in games 3 and 4, and he will be out indefinitely. Will he return for Game 5? If there is a Game 5, I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens here today. Ashton Wisham will start at the 5. We're also going to see more Marvin Bagley, and we're going to have Zay Logan play a lot down low. As good of a player as Zay Logan is, and I'm excited for him to get an increased role because I think he's earned it, I am curious to see how the Jazz are going to attack him because Sidi Ghaffari and Mikhail Yakovlev are a whole lot bigger than Zay Logan. Darius Springer's going to need to play more down low defensively. So is likely Khalil Griffin. And those two guys are such good perimeter defenders that it kind of hurts to take them off of the perimeter. So as you can see here, there's a whole domino effect with losing Kristaps Porzingis for at least these 2 games and maybe more. It's certainly an unwanted storyline for a team who already finds themselves down in the series 2-0, losing the first 2 games at home. And the only way we can get rid of this dark cloud above us is winning. I don't think winning 1 game today is going to be enough. I think we've got to find a way to take both of these games on the road. The tip goes to Sidi Ghaffari in Game 3 is underway. The Trailblazers trail 2-0 in the series. They've got to win at least 1 to keep the series alive as Jet Howard misses the 3. Quick closeout by Sharp, who has it open on the other end. His transition 3 is good. Quick start for Portland. Howard still getting the start over Tyrese Maxey, who will play in Game 3. He will come off the bench after missing Game 2. Ghaffari gets the scoring started for Utah. He was fantastic in the last game, specifically when guarded by, of course, Porzingis, as he is blocked inside by Khalil Griffin. As I said, Griffin's going to need to play down low more. I think he can handle it, even if it's not his natural spot. Jazz will inbound. Ghaffari gets it for Jaren Jackson, who is in with the slam. Good play off the inbound by Utah. We're tied at 8. Here is Cassius Maxey with it, guarded by Khalil Griffin. Maxey with room. He's blocked by Darius Springer, his fellow draft classmate. On the other end, Griffin's guarded by Ledbetter. That's a size mismatch that he likes. Misses inside, but grabs his own rebound and is there with the putback. Nice play there by Khalil Griffin, his first points of the night. And that'll make it a 10-8 ball game. Both offenses looking pretty solid so far. Ledbetter inside. Shoots it off the side of the backboard. And here comes Portland in transition. Springer, deep 3. No good. Could have been a huge momentum boost for Portland, but they tried to move a little bit too quickly. Maxey's blocked at the rim, though, by Springer. Another denial for Portland. It's a block party early for the Blazers. And Shaedon Sharpe is in with the windmill. He's got 6 early, as he gets that one by Ghaffari, and the Blazers lead 12-8. Maxey with it on the drive. That one is good. Cassius Maxey, like Khalil Griffin, has been inefficient so far, but has made a very positive impact in these first 2 games. That individual matchup between those two has been really fun to watch. Scoot Henderson with a nice layup, his first points of the game. It's 14-10. Ledbetter looking for the screen. He gets it. Drives right side, and the layup is good. Springer nearly with another block. Would have been his 3rd already. Griffin open in the corner, misses the 3. Wisham's there with the rebound. Sharp over to Scoot Henderson, and that one's no good. Portland with multiple good looks from beyond the arc. Neither of them fall. On the other end now, it's Cassius Maxey inside for Jaren Jackson. Jackson gets it over to Jet Howard. Open 3 is good. Howard, of course, made the go-ahead shot in Game 2 to win it, as it is a 1-point Jazz lead. Sharp looking for the screen from Springer. He'll get it. Mid-range jumper on the move is good. And Sharp has half of Portland's points. Another block inside. Wisham with the snuff, but Jackson is wide open for 3. That one won't fall, and the Blazers look to move quickly. Khalil Griffin with it. Step back. Tray ball. Bang! Nice shot by Khalil Griffin. Still looking to hit some of those difficult shots that haven't fallen over the last couple of games, as Springer misses the running floater in transition. Maxey with it on the other end. Layup is good, despite nice defense by Darius Springer. As Portland calls time, they lead by 2. Some of the subs starting to check into the game. Griffin brings it up for Portland. Springer with it off the screen from Logan. Buries the 3 on the left wing. Nice shot by Springer. Good pass by Griffin, whose playmaking in this series has been outstanding. Tyrese Maxey in the game. He gets it to Jackson, who has it stolen by Abachi. On the other end, it's Logan with it, and he makes the acrobatic layup. What a play by Zay Logan. Look at that one again. Nothing Jet Howard could have done. Just an exceptional play there by Logan, who's going to have a challenging role now replacing Porzingis. Off of the block by Sidi Ghaffari. He gets it to Howard for 3, and that one is good. There aren't many, if any, guys in the league who are better shooting off the catch than Jet Howard. Here is Logan with it. Gets it over to Khalil Griffin. He's guarded by Ghaffari. over to Springer. Ghaffari with the switch. Springer attacks him, and the layup is good. Ghaffari's been so good defensively, so it's interesting to see Springer looking to attack him there, but it pays off as the lob is unsuccessful on the other end. Griffin takes it himself with the back-scratching slam. So far, Griffin's got 7 efficient points, along with 4 boards and 3 dimes. 28-20. Maxey lobs it up for Jaren Jackson Jr. These two veterans both banged up, both toughening it out for the Jazz. Here's Logan, sets another screen for Springer. Left wing 3 is good, and Springer is in the double figures. 31-22, under a minute left in the quarter. Griffin with the windmill! What a play by Khalil Griffin, who has been fantastic here in this first quarter on both ends of the floor. He's been the best player in this game so far, as Yakovlev makes the layup here with under 10 to go in the quarter. Portland looking for one more shot to bring the lead back up to double digits. It's Scoot Henderson who's been quiet so far, guarded by Maxey. On the drive, Henderson layup is no good, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. Overall, a pretty good start. The Blazers lead 33-25. The defense played really well over the last couple of minutes. Offensively, Portland's looked pretty good so far. Sharp, Griffin, and Springer have all been very strong, as Lillard's shot is no good. But Money Marv is there with the putback. Marvin Bagley III makes the play for the Blazers. 35-27, here's Ledbetter. Turnaround jumper is good. Quiet start so far for Ledbetter. That's his first basket of the game, and it's a 6-point lead now. Logan inside gets it over to Agbaji on the screen. Ochai Agbaji's mid-ranger is good. Of course, Ochai started his career here in Utah before spending the last 5 seasons with the Blazers. Kevin Porter Jr.'s shot is off, but Yakovlev is there with the putback. We talked about Yakovlev in depth during Game 1. He's such an extremely unique center. The way he moves at his size is really exciting, as Khalil Griffin gets that one inside, taking advantage of the post mismatch. 39-31. Speaking of mismatches, it's Springer, who's guarded by Kevin Porter Jr. That's lunchtime, and Springer's looking for seconds. 43-33 now. Griffin with it on the baseline. He gets it over to Shaedon Sharpe. 5.5 to go in the first half. Scoot Henderson now with it, guarded by Ledbetter. Euro step layup is good, and Scoot Henderson is back on the board. He's the only one of Portland's 4 stars who hasn't played all that well so far today, as Ledbetter is blocked by Ashton Wisham. Another denial for the Blazers. On the other end, it's Khalil Griffin with a powerful throwdown. Khalil Griffin continues to look awesome so far with the lefty windmill. It's a 14-point lead, the biggest of the night. 47-33. Here is Jet Howard off the dribble for 3. Another basket for Howard, who's picked off right where he left off from a good game, too. Scoot Henderson out to Springer off the pick and pop. Another triple for Springer, his 3rd, all 3 of which have been from that left wing. 14-point game again. Here's Cassius Maxey. Quiet start for him. Deep 3 is good on the dribble. That was good defense by Agbaji, but a better offensive play by Cassius Maxey. Here is Shaedon Sharpe inside. No good. Grabs his own miss and gets the putback. I would have been pretty mad if Shaedon Sharpe didn't score there. He had a wide open layup. Perfect release that he missed, but luckily he's able to recover. Zay Logan open 3 is good off the assist by Springer. 55-41. Here is Maxey with it. His shot inside is no good. Ghaffari is there, though, with the putback, and the lead is down to a dozen as Portland calls time. Can't let the Jazz get on a run here before the end of the half, as that one is tipped and stolen by Maxey, but Griffin gets it right back. Ball don't lie. The rookie, Caleb Marsh, in the game for the first time, as his layup is no good. Nice defense by Jackson. On the other end, it's Cassius Maxey with it. Layup is good, and the Jazz are battling back. They were down by 14 at one point. The lead now sits at 8. Kevin Porter Jr. with it in the corner. Maxey, 3-ball, bang! The lead is within 5. The Jazz have all the momentum right now, and Portland could really use something here to get some momentum. Looks like a pick and roll. The lob for Springer, who throws it down over Jaren Jackson, and the lead is at 7. Porter from half court, he's blocked. A fitting end to the first half. Another denial, this time by Griffin, who currently is on pace for a 30-point triple-double. Blazers lead 57-50 in a game that I feel like they've played better than the score suggests, but give credit to the Jazz. They've played really well over the last couple of minutes as we take a look at our playoff bracket. Oklahoma City does win Game 3. It looks like they're trying to make that a series against Sacramento. I can't say the same, though, for the Bulls and the Pistons. Detroit leads 3-0 against Chicago, looking for the sweep at home in Game 4. As for us, I've been super impressed by the defense. It has been noticeably better without Porzingis. We're blocking a ton of shots. We're forcing turnovers. Ghaffare hasn't been as good as he was, and Tyson Ledbetter has done virtually nothing in this game. Cassius Maxey, though, did have a big second quarter, and he's on the board to start the third here for the Jazz with the turnaround jumper. 59-54, here's Springer with it. He's blocked at the rim. It looks like that was Jaren Jackson with the snuff. On the other end, Sidi Ghaffare layup is good, and this lead, which again was once at 14 points just a few minutes ago, is down to one score, 59-56. Maxey with it on the drive. Layup is good. What a play there by Cassius Maxey, who's really playing well now for the Jazz. I think he's been their best player today. Screen for Springer on the drive. He's in with the dunk as Portland's continuing to go early and often to the basket, despite Ghaffare and Jackson being as good as they are as a duo defensively. Ghaffare responds though right back with a nice slam of his own as it's a one-point game. Jazz looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. Ghaffare is the one to do it. He dunks over Springer. A fast start to the third quarter for the rookie hailing from Senegal. Sidi Ghaffare and the Jazz are now winning. Griffin goes flying. Was he expecting Maxey to shoot the ball? What was that? Maxey makes the floater at 63-66. Here's Springer on the drive. And one slam! That's the play that Portland needs to get some momentum as he would miss the free throw. Jazz still ahead. Maxey now, deep three. Bang! Big shot for the Jazz. Portland calls time. I think this is the point of the game and the point of the series where you really feel vulnerable, and it's time for the MVP to take this game over. If Portland wants to come back and win, they need this guy to take control, and that's a good start. He makes the mid-range jumper, but he's not done! Darius Springer with the reverse slam, and look at the score. 69-69. Nice. Ghaffare inside, no good. Nice defense by Marvin Bagley. Who's going to be the one to break the perfect score? Springer, wide open for the lead! Once I said Springer needed to take over, it looks like he's doing that. He himself is on a 7-0 scoring run. Sharp misses, but Bagley's there with another rebound and another putback. And now Portland is gaining momentum quickly. Maxey with it inside. That one is no good. Somehow Abaji lets him get the rebound. That was such a good defensive play, too, by Ochai. But he just let him grab the board. Who do you think he is? Kristaps Porzingis? 74-71. Springer off the screen. Hits another three. Darius Springer, the MVP, is looking like it here in this game. 77-71 with 3 to go in the third. Maxey guarded by Abaji. He's blocked! A big-time snuff for Ochai. On the other end, Lillard, Sharp, out to Springer on the drive. Mid-range jumper is no good, but Bagley's there with another rebound and another putback. Shout out Marv, doing the dirty work. He quietly has played a really good game, in my opinion, on both ends of the floor. And right as I say that, he lets Sidi Ghaffare blow right by him for the open dunk. 81-73, Maxey jumper, no good. Wisham's there with the rebound, gets it over to Springer, who hasn't sat yet in the third quarter, and there's a good reason for that, because he's balling. But he gets blocked by Amadou Mwangi. Again, right as I'm gassing him up. On the other end, Mwangi in the corner for three. And that one is no good, but Yakovlev is right there for the putback, and the Jazz are back within 6. 81-75. Khalil Griffin with it, looking for the screen. Griffin on the drive. Griffin with the throwdown. Khalil Griffin is putting on a show with some of these dunks today. My goodness! His athleticism and his ability to play above the rim is just flat out special. 83-75. Here's Scoot Henderson. Hands it off for Springer. Layup is good. Springer's got 33 points now, around half of which have come in this quarter, and the entire team is in takeover mode. This is the opportunity to really try to put a dagger in this game, but Kevin Porter Jr. says not so fast. The lead is within 7. I think we probably got a little carried away talking about daggers. It is still the third quarter after all, as Springer misses an open 3. The Jazz got to feel like finally, because he has not been missing those in this quarter. And then on the other end, Porter is intercepted by Damian Lillard. He gets it over to Griffin. Inside for Scoot Henderson. Good ball movement, good play in transition. The best offense is good defense. 87-78. Maxey has it tipped by Springer. Jazz get it back, though. Under 15 to go in the quarter. Maxey at the buzzer, no good. Springer reaches up for the rebound, and here comes Portland with just seconds left. Springer's guarded by Maxey. Oh, that's too easy. Misses, but gets his own rebound and is there with the putback slam. 35-12 for Darius Springer. I said that the MVP needed to take this game over in the third quarter, and that is exactly what he did. What a quarter from Darius Springer. And to think that the Blazers were losing at one point in this third quarter, now up by 9, back in control, but this game is still far from over. As Shaedon Sharpe starts the fourth with an early slam off the screen by Logan. Nice play there by Sharpe, dunking over Mikhail Yakovlev. 91-82. Khalil Griffin with it on the drive. Fakes it over to Springer. Springer's guarded by Maxey, though. It took Portland a second to recognize the mismatch. But luckily they do, and Springer makes the play as Maxey winces in pain at his elbow. 93-82. Here's Kevin Porter Jr. in the corner. Ledbetter, 3. That one will rattle out. I don't think Tyson Ledbetter has made a three-pointer today, and it's not like he's shot the ball a lot. I feel like he's been scared to shoot. Hasn't been assertive at all. Meanwhile, Scoot Henderson hits the jumper off the screen on the other end. He's now in the double figures, and it's a 13-point lead with around 8 minutes to go. Portland was in control in the fourth quarter in the first two games, though, so they cannot get comfortable as Amadou Mwangi is there with the layup on the lob. 95-84. Griffin guarded by Maxey. Again, that is a mismatch. No disrespect to Tyrese Maxey, but he is small and he is injured. How is he supposed to hold bigger guys like Springer and Griffin? He's just not. Ledbetter's floater is no good. Nice defense by Portland. Springer with another board is 15th. He gets it to Sharpe. Sharpe inside for Khalil Griffin, who is there with the soft slam. Griffin up to 23 points today, and the most important thing is that he hasn't missed many shots. He has been extremely efficient while still making a really positive impact in every other facet of the game. Tyson Ledbetter there with the layup on the other end, 99-88. Lillard's layup is blocked by Mikhail Yakovlev. And here comes the Jazz on the other end. Maxey, 3-ball is good! And the lead is within 8. Like the first two games, the Jazz continuing to hang around. We'll see if they can try to find the window again to go on a late run and take the lead. Scoot Henderson no good. Grabs his own miss. Good job by Scoot to follow his own shot there. Another bad play by Tyson Ledbetter continuing his rough night. 10-point game. Ledbetter with it. Shot clock winding down. Heaves up a prayer. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, he makes it. Tyson Ledbetter, what a shot. And we are within 7. See, Tyson, maybe you should shoot the ball more. Although, for our sake, please don't. Cassius Maxey inside. That one's no good as he can't beat the shot clock. Would have brought the lead again to 7. On the other end, Springer, layup, no good. Abaji with the rebound. He's blocked at the rim. I think that was Ghaffari who got a hand on it. Yakovlev there too. Maxey is there with the layup on the other end of the floor, and it's 103-96. The Blazers have held control the entire time, but the Jazz are not letting go. Nice shot, though, by Griffin off the screen. He's up to 25 with under 5 to go. Ledbetter with another tough layup, and now he's starting to shoot the ball a lot more, as he should. He's in takeover mode now and needs to utilize it as Scoot Henderson is intercepted by Ghaffari. Out to Ledbetter for the dunk, and this game is within 5, the closest it's been here in the fourth. Ledbetter up to 15, half of which have come in the last 2 minutes, but Springer is there to retaliate quickly. He's up to 39 points. Khalil Griffin with it, finds Springer on the drive. Springer, layup is good as he leaves Jaren Jackson in the dust. That's a 40 ball for Darius Springer, and it's a 9-point game. Ledbetter inside with 3.5 to go. Out to a wide open man. It's Jet Howard for 3. The one guy you don't want to leave wide open happens to have all the space in the world. 6-point game. Just over 3 to go. Here's Griffin open 3. And that one is good! Huge shot for Khalil Griffin. He's fired up. 112, 103, 3 to go. Ledbetter. Bang! Another triple! Tyson Ledbetter continuing to heat up. And it's again a 6-point game. Scoot Henderson gets by Howard. Henderson makes the layup. What a play. Scoot Henderson has not had his best stuff today, but here in this fourth quarter, he's been really good now in takeover mode. Ledbetter, 3, no good, but Ghaffari is there for an easy putback, and it's a 6-point game. Springer with it. Of course, he's the one with the ball, looking to end this game for Portland. Hands it off for Sharpe, who misses the dunk. Springer gets it back, though, out to Scoot Henderson. And he misses the wide open 3. Portland was gift-wrapped. 2 easy baskets, didn't make either of them. Following possession for the Jazz. Maxey inside for Ghaffari, who dunks over Bagley. Another big fourth quarter for Sidi Ghaffari, and it's a 4-point game. Springer inside, no good. Rebound by Bagley. Huge play for Portland. They'll get it back. Shaedon Sharpe with it. 9 on the shot clock. Runs by Howard, and is there with the dunk. Shaedon Sharpe is faster than Howard, but add on to the fact that Howard's banged up, that's too easy for Shaedon Sharpe, and it's a 6-point game. Ledbetter, step back 3 is good. What a fourth quarter for Tyson Ledbetter, who's finally been assertive in this game, as this one is intercepted by Maxey. Here comes Utah. It's Howard for the tie. No good. Thank the Lord that shot didn't go in. The Jazz would have had all the momentum in the world there. That may be the first open shot that he's missed the entire series. Springer on the other end makes the layup. Again, who else is going to get the ball here down the stretch other than the most valuable player, who is at career-high 43 postseason points? Ledbetter inside for Ghaffari, guarded by Bagley. Turnaround jumper is good. And Sidi Ghaffari cannot be stopped. Not your ordinary rookie. It's a one-score game once again. A minute to go now. Portland has to be mindful of the clock. Shaedon Sharpe, open jumper is good. Big shot for Shaedon Sharpe off the screen by Marvin Bagley. 120 to 115 now. Utah's going to burn a timeout. They've still got 1 left. So what do we need to do here defensively? Because the Jazz have a few different routes they could go with. I don't want Tyson Ledbetter to get a good look from 3 because he is starting to heat up, and I could see them totally looking for him. I think the easiest opportunity for them to score, though, would be going inside for Sidi Ghaffari, who's been great in this fourth quarter. And then the other guy I think we really have to worry about is Cassius Maxey, who's been their most consistent scorer through the duration of this game. Of those 3 guys, I think we need to focus on Ghaffari in particular because, again, that's their most efficient shot. Going to him down low because he's got such great touch inside. It will be Zay Logan in at the 5, not Ashton Wisham. Even though Wisham's probably the better defensive matchup, we still want Logan in the game for offensive purposes. There's still 50 seconds left. It's not a game of possessions quite yet. Ledbetter inside for Ghaffari, just as we predicted, and he's out of bounds. The defensive pressure by Logan causes him to lose his footing. What a play by Zay Logan, one of the biggest of this game. And the Blazers get it back. Utah will not look to foul yet, and eventually they will. With 40 seconds left, it's Ledbetter. So I presume the Jazz are going to go foul off the inbound. Who do we want shooting the 3 throws? It's going to be Shaedon Sharpe. Sharpe is actually going to find an open lane, and he will be fouled inside, going for the shot. That's a risky play for Portland, but if the paint's going to be open, he's going to try to score. So it is Sharpe at the line. First one is good. Among Portland's 4 stars, Sharpe, Springer, Griffin, and Scoot, all 4 of them have pretty much identical free-throw percentages. It's actually Zay Logan, who is the most efficient of the 5 guys at the floor from the free-throw line. So if you want to go off of just stats, maybe it's Zay who should get the ball. Ghaffari inside with the layup. 5-point game. The Jazz, again, will have to foul quickly. And it will be, once again, Shaedon Sharpe, who goes back to the line. Sharpe made the 2 a moment ago. Looking to get these 2 to fall as well. First one is good. The lead is at 6. Sharpe looks calm, cool, and collected. Second is good. He's up to 20, and the Jazz will use their final time out. So this is a much different scenario than we had with 50 seconds left because I feel like the Jazz had more room to look for an easy shot inside, but being down by 7 and now being out of timeouts, I think they're going to primarily look for the perimeter. Situations that we've struggled in this year are these late game spots where we've been up by, say, 6 or 7 points. It's like we don't know how to defend. The opposing team keeps hitting threes. So our attention needs to be on the perimeter with guys like Ledbetter and Howard. It is Howard with it in the corner. He's going to look to drive inside. I'm not really sure why. And there seems to be no sense of urgency for the Jazz. There's less than 20 seconds. They've got to move. Maxey 3 is good. And the lead is within 4. 15 and a half seconds left. Shaedon Sharpe will get the ball once again. He'll be fouled by Howard and will go back to the line to shoot 2. It's still a 4-point game. Portland's still in a good spot, especially with Utah being out of timeouts. As Shaedon Sharpe sinks the first one. Sharpe has not missed at the line here since Portland has basically given him the keys to this game, and he will make the second one. 6-point game. Ledbetter brings it up for the Jazz. He's going to have to shoot it quickly. Turn around. Beyblade, let it rip! 3 for the Jazz with 7.5 seconds now. As Springer has it, he'll inbound it for Shaedon Sharpe, who is fouled again by Jett Howard. Sharpe needs to make one, and I think Portland is just about good. First one, nothing but net. Sharpe has made 7 free throws in a row here down the stretch. How about 8? It's a 5-point game now in favor of Portland, and the Jazz again are going to need another quick shot. Maxey with a deep 3. That one will not fall, but it will not matter. Portland takes Game 3 on the road, 128-123, and this is now a 2-1 series. Still a lot of work to do, but at least we got this one win under our belt, meaning if nothing else, the season will not end today. Overall, a good win. It should not have been a 5-point game. We should not have let them stay in the game this long, but a win's a win. Cassius Maxey led the charge with 35 points. He was really solid in this game. Started a little slowly, but got it going in the second quarter and really kept it up in the second half. He also had 5 steals, played great defense. Tyson Ledbetter led the comeback in which Utah scored 45 in the fourth quarter. Ledbetter did nothing early in this game, and had he played like he did in the fourth quarter, I think the Jazz probably would have won. He was fantastic down the stretch, but was sleepwalking until the fourth quarter. Sidi Ghaffari was really solid, 20 points on 10 of 12 shooting with 4 blocks. So it's not necessarily just Kristaps Porzingis' fault that he was really good in those first 2 games, but at least the guys who guarded him today tried. The problem for Utah is they didn't get enough contribution out of everybody else, though. They really relied on those 3 guys, and, well, unfortunately, we had enough control of this game to where our fourth quarter struggle didn't matter. Darius Springer with 43 points. He had a plus-minus of 15 in 37 minutes. So that means the 3 minutes that he did not play, we got outscored by 10. That shows how valuable he is, and I challenged him in the second half. I said, look, man, if you're the MVP, you've got to show it. And he showed it. In that third quarter, he's been fantastic during the entire playoffs, but I think today was probably the best playoff game of his career. And again, the reason why we won. He sat, I think, for about a minute in the second half, in which that minute we got outscored by 7. Khalil Griffin, 28 points. He was finally efficient, but he still played pretty good defense. And the passing, again, was phenomenal. He had 8 assists and no turnovers. His court vision has been on full display here in this postseason. Shaedon Sharpe was clutch at the line with 24. Scoot Henderson was inefficient, but he made a lot of winning plays in the fourth quarter. Give him credit. And then I think the X factor was Marvin Bagley off the bench. He had 3 putbacks, 6 points, 9 boards, didn't miss any shots. We really didn't get the perimeter game going, only 9 of 18 from 3. We probably should have shot the 3-ball more, but our focus was on getting good looks from inside 15 feet, having Springer go to the basket, having Griffin go to the basket, having Sharpe go to the basket. So with that, we now only trail here in the series 2-1, but as I said going into Game 3, we cannot feel satisfied splitting these 2 games here in Utah. We have to win both. If the Jazz can win 2 games on the road, why not us? Coming back down 3-1 is possible, but it would be a major uphill battle. I would not feel confident winning 3 games in a row against this good of a team. So we've got to win here in Game 4. We've got to keep the positive momentum. I think the biggest thing is closing this game out early. In all 3 games, we've had control for most of it, but we've let the door stay open for the Jazz to come back, and they nearly did it in that third game like they did in the first 2. We need to have this game wrapped up with 5+ minutes to go. Ashton Wisham wins the tip for Game 4, and we are underway. Same starting lineups for both teams. Again, Tyrese Maxey will play coming off of the bench for the Jazz today, as Springer has it. He's guarded by Ledbetter. Again, that's lunchtime. Ledbetter's doing his best to hold him, but let's be real here. You're not holding Darius Springer. He's bigger than you, he's more physical than you, and he knows it. Shaedon Sharpe hands it off for Springer, and he's intercepted by Jaren Jackson. On the other end now, Cassius Maxey's jumper in transition is good. Maxey led the Jazz with 35. In Game 3, they're hoping for another strong outing out of him as Springer's intercepted again now by Jett Howard. Back-to-back turnovers by Springer, and Maxey again scores off the slam, despite Sharpe and Wisham flying in to stop him. 2 early turnovers for Springer as he has it inside with the slam. Portland is running this thing through their MVP early. For better or worse, he has all 4 of their points as Ghaffare makes the layup inside despite good defense by Ashton Wisham. 2 of the tallest players in the league battling it out there. 7-3 versus 7-2. Here's Springer in the corner. Pump fake. Maxey goes flying. And Springer's flying as well, but his dunk is blocked. What a play by Ghaffare. Sharp steals it away, though, and Springer's there with the slam. Ball don't lie. Good defense by Shaedon Sharpe to pick up Howard half court and rip the ball away. Tied at 6. Another steal. Once again by Shaedon Sharpe. On the other end, he's got Springer on the wing for 3. Bang! Springer with the first 9 points for the Blazers. They lead 9-6. Springer with it again. Gets it over to Shaedon Sharpe. Sharpe hands it off for Springer. Open 3. Oh, he's hot! It's getting fuego in here as Springer has all 12 now for Portland. Tyson Ledbetter off the dribble handoff. Goes inside for Sidi Ghaffare, who's there with the dunk. 12-8 now. Springer passes out of the shot over to Scoot, who goes inside for the big man, Ashton Wisham. Springer looked like he had space on the wing for another 3, but Wisham was more open. That was the correct read from Scoot. As Springer backs down on Ledbetter again. He misses, though, but Wisham is right there for the putback. And through the first 4 minutes of this game, Portland looks dominant. They lead 16-8, with Springer and Wisham doing all the scoring. Jaren Jackson, though, hits a huge 3 with the shot clock winding down to bring it within 5. Maxey now gets it over to Jet Howard. Shot clock winding down. Howard's 3 no good, but Ghaffare tips it in. And quickly, it's a 1-score game. 16-13. Sharpe is trapped inside. Hands it off for Logan. His shot is no good. Grabs his own miss, though. Good play by Zay. Following his shot, giving Portland another opportunity, and it's Griffin who gets it over to Springer on the fake. Back to Griffin. Jumper is no good. Shaedon Sharpe with the rebound, though, and he gets the putback. 3rd time's the charm. Way to battle on the glass in that possession. Sharpe's first points of the game, but he does have 3 assists. Fadeaway 3 will not fall for the Jazz. That was Maxey. On the other end, Logan out to a wide open Shaedon Sharpe, who drains the 20-footer in the left corner. 20-13 now. Maxey with it, guarded by Griffin. Looking for some space on the screen. Maxey jumper. That one's good. Again, a long 2. And the lead is within 5. Slow start for Utah's offense. They are looking better here over the last couple of minutes. Griffin with the screen. It's Logan. Open 3. It's good! Zay Logan connects from beyond the arc. It is an 8-point game. Maxey now with it, guarded by Griffin. Off the screen. Another jumper for Maxey, this time beyond the arc. Coming off a great Game 3, Cassius Maxey is picking up right where he left off here in Game 4. Griffin on the drive, hasn't scored yet. Gets it over to a wide-open Scoot Henderson, who connects on the triple. 26-18 now. Maxey hands it off for Amadou Mwangi. That shot is no good. Logan ends up with the rebound in transition. He has an open man. It's Ochai Agbaji, who connects on the open fadeaway 3. And it's an 11-point game now. Another strong early lead for Portland. Maxey misses the 3, but Mwangi is there with the putback. What a throwdown for the young center. Logan inside for Shaedon Sharpe. He's guarded by Maxey. And Sharpe will make the layup despite good help defense from Cassius Maxey. 31-20 now. Kevin Porter Jr. with it, guarded by Lillard. On the drive, Porter's shot is no good. Mwangi ends up with the rebound. Has Maxey wide open for 3. Leaving Cassius Maxey with all that space is not a good idea, especially the way he's been shooting the ball today. Lillard on the drive. He's blocked at the rim by Mikhail Yakovlev. Here comes Utah now. Tyrese Maxey with it. That one is good, and it's a 6-point game. Nice play there by Tyrese Maxey, who's looking healthier after missing Game 2 and being limited in Game 3. Logan contested 3. That one's good. Another triple for Zay Logan. Portland is not missing from beyond the arc. I think they're like 6 of 7 from 3 or something. Unbelievable efficiency so far as Mwangi gets one right back. What a shot for the Jazz. Both offenses playing really well these last couple of minutes. Just seconds left to go here in the quarter. Logan gets it over to Sharpe. Back to Logan at the buzzer. Bang! Zay Logan 3 for 3 from deep here in the first. Portland is not missing from 3 right now. And they take a 9-point lead going into the second quarter. It's been all about the long ball for Portland as they're up 37-28. Ledbetter inside. That one is no good. Nice defense by Scoot Henderson on the other end. Logan from the parking lot. Bang! What a shot for Zay Logan, who's got 12. He's been incredible so far. Him and Springer have over half of Portland's points. Ledbetter with the circus layup inside. That'll bring the lead back within 10 as it's 40-30. Scoot Henderson crosses over Ledbetter on the drive, gets it to Springer, and that one will bounce in. The shot will not count, though, since it went above the backboard. It is a foul, but that should be an and one. That would have been fire. Springer, pump fake on the drive with the powerful slam. Darius Springer with a mean throwdown there with the left hand, as it's 43-32. Kevin Porter Jr. inside, no good. Nice defense by Scoot Henderson. He gets it over to Darius Springer. Hands it off for Scoot Henderson. Fade away three. Are you kidding me? Portland, I think, is now 9 of 10 from three, maybe 10 for 11. This is incredible. They are not missing from deep. As that ball is tipped out, rebounded by Springer. Griffin, open three. Are you kidding me? They will not miss from beyond the arc. This is insane. 51-32. Mwangi looking to get one back. It's no good. Marsh with the rebound. On the other end, Springer open three. Are you kidding? Another one for Portland. They're up by 22. They will not miss from three. Utah's perimeter defense has been subpar, but the fact that Portland's making this many shots at this high a volume is wild. Tyrese Maxey gets one back, though. The lead is within 19. Jett Howard with it, tightly guarded by Griffin. Howard inside, looking to get something before the end of the shot clock. He gets it to Maxey, and he's blocked by Abachi. Here comes Utah now. Here's Caleb Marsh, takes it himself, and he's snuffed by Gafare. Springer misses the dunk, though, trying to poster Gafare, who makes back-to-back really nice defensive plays. Ledbetter open triple. That one is no good. Springer with the rebound. Portland looks to run the floor quickly. Springer off the dribble. Bang! Another three. Portland has no longer missed 1 3. They've got a couple misses over the last couple of minutes. But still, I think it's 11 for 14 now, which is still insane. Nice jumper there by Jett Howard. It's a 22-point game with 4 to go in the first half. Ledbetter hands it off for Cassius Maxey. Inside for Jaren Jackson Jr. And that one is good off the glass. The lead is back within 20. 63-43. Jackson guarded by Springer. Jackson with it inside. That one is good. And the lead sits at 18. Portland still feels like they're in control. But again, the Jazz have been a second-half team through this series. So this game is still very much far from over. Gafare misses, gets his own rebound, and gets the putback. If nothing else, Sidi Gafare is still having an incredible game. 67-47 now. 2.5 to go in the first half. Tyrese Maxey for three. Bang! Tyrese has made a good impact off the bench. He looks healthy for the first time in this entire series, and that includes game one where he played and injured his elbow. He wasn't healthy in that game before the injury, as Gafare is there with the dunk, 67-52. Maxey with it now. Jumper is going to fall, and the lead is within 13. The Jazz are starting to play a little bit better. Again, doing what they've done in the first 3 games where Portland has control, but they're continuing to hang around. Springer is blocked. Down low by Jaren Jackson. Gafare with it on the other end. Gafare inside. That one is good, and we are now within 11. The Jazz are right back in this game. We thought it was a blowout at one point. The lead was as much as 22, and the Jazz have cut it in half. Good play there by Scoot Henderson off the screen, in with the dunk. 69, nice to 56. As Tyrese Maxey hits another three, and we are now within 10. The Jazz are on a 20-8 run at the moment. Here's Khalil Griffin with it over to Scoot Henderson. Scoot on the drive. He is blocked! And that'll end the first half. Very similar to Game 3 and Game 2 and Game 1. Portland has the lead, but they should be up by more. The Jazz have played well over the last couple of minutes, and they're starting to put themselves back into this game. The Pistons have officially swept the Bulls, while the Kings lead Oklahoma City 3-1, so it looks like there's a good chance the Kings make it back to the Western Conference Finals for a second straight year. And then the one series we haven't talked about at all, really, the Knicks lead Charlotte 2-1 out east. Darius Springer leads the way with 23 points. He's been on another planet for Portland. Zay Logan as well has 12 points. He's 4 for 4 from 3. here in the second half. Jet Howard gets it over to Cassius Maxey. 7 on the shot clock. Maxey on the drive. That one is good over the extended arm of Ashton Wisham. And it's a single-digit deficit for the first time in a while as the Jazz look to keep the momentum rolling. Here's Khalil Griffin. Thinks about the shot, won't take. Griffin, mid-ranger, smooth! Quiet first half for Griffin. He only had 5 points. He hasn't been bad or anything. He just has not made a lot of plays today. Tyrese Maxey, 3. That one is good! Another triple for the Jazz. They're still hot from deep. 76-66. Springer, guarded by Jet Howard. Howard's not a small guy. He's like 6'7", 6'8". That's small for Springer, though, but he does miss the shot. But he steals it right back. Howard's in pain. Springer's going to make the layup. If nobody's going to guard him, he's like, yeah, I'm sorry that you're hurt, but it's the NBA playoffs. I still have to try. Let's look at this play again. So Darius Springer did not injure him at all. Howard gets the rebound, but as you can see right there, he lands awkwardly on Tyson Ledbetter's foot. Here's a closer look at it. So it's an ankle injury for Howard. And as he's wincing in pain on the ground, Springer's like, I'll take the easy 2 points. Again, I'm sorry that you're hurt, but I'm going to take advantage. It's a hip injury for Howard. He's questionable to return, already nursing a hamstring injury. As Springer gets it to Logan, over to Scoot Henderson looking for the screen. Henderson's shot will fall. Portland's utilizing the mid-range early and often here in the third quarter as it's 80-66. The lead is right back up to 14 as Griffin is snuffed by Cassius Maxey. On the other end, Tyrese Maxey shoves Sharp, and that one is good. The lead back within a dozen as Portland will recall timeout. Springer with the crossover on Yakovlev. Floater is good. What a shot by Darius Springer. A high arcing floater as it's 84-70. Lillard hands it off for Sharp. He gets it over to Abaji in the corner. Logan, 3 is good. Zay Logan is now 5 of 5 from deep. Ledbetter's shot will not fall from beyond the arc. Logan with the rebound. He gets it over to Shaedon Sharp. Sharp doubled. Step back jumper is good. Nice play by Sharp, and the lead is right back up to 19. The Blazers have looked great here in the third. Maxey on the drive. That one is no good, but Yakovlev is right there with the putback. A great play by Mikhail Yakovlev, the third-year big man from Russia. Here's Springer, guarded by Ledbetter, and again, I mean, they're not stopping that. 29-10 for Darius Springer. He's got 6 here in the third. Ledbetter inside. That one is no good. Ball is tipped, and Ghaffari gets it back. Putback is no good. Yakovlev is there. Now over to Ghaffari. His shot is good, but Ghaffari is on the ground wincing in pain at his lower leg. I think we could be looking at an Achilles injury, which is such devastating news for the Jazz. This kid has been unbelievable in this postseason series. We've got to see the first 2 overall picks of this year's draft here in the playoffs with Bryson Franklin in the last round and now Ghaffari here. And of the 2 of them, Ghaffari has been by far the more impressive player. A huge injury for the Jazz as Jet Howard is back in the game, hits the 3. It's a strained hip officially for Howard as Shaedon Sharp has the mismatch, calls for ISO, blows by Yakovlev. He's in for the poster. Shaedon Sharp, once he knew he was guarded by Yakovlev, he knows the strategy is just to run by him. So give him space, and he's able to make the play as Ledbetter's layup is no good. Lillard with the rebound. He gets it over to Sharp for 3, and that one is no good. An open look that doesn't fall. Since Portland's hot start from 3, they've gone ice cold over the last 6 or 7 minutes. Ledbetter will respond with a triple of his own as it's 93-80. Here's Maxey with it in the corner. Screen from Mwangi. Maxey no good. Mwangi with the offensive rebound. Hands it off for Yakovlev with the putback. Both of these 2 bigs are obviously going to have to step up with the injury to Ghaffari, which we'll get specifics after the game. Again, it's an Achilles injury, which whenever you hear Achilles, that's pretty scary. Khalil Griffin hits the mid-range jumper, 98-82 with just seconds left to go here in the third. Yakovlev with it inside. That one is no good, but Amadou Mwangi is there with the putback. 2.8 seconds left. Here's Khalil Griffin with it at the buzzer. His shot is good, but it won't count. He did not get it off in time. Overall, I don't think that quarter could have gone any worse, though, for Utah. They were building positive momentum at the end of the first half, but the lead sits at 14. Jet Howard strained his hip, and Sidi Ghaffari hurt his Achilles and has officially been ruled out for the remainder of the game. Khalil Griffin backs down on Maxey. Again, nothing Tyrese Maxey can do there. Griffin looks to back down on Ledbetter, but he misses. Here comes Utah on the other end. It's Kevin Porter Jr. with it. He gets it over to Tyrese Maxey for 3, and that one's good. Maxey's now going to be more important than he was prior, with Jet Howard banged up and now Gafare out, possibly for multiple games, as Ledbetter is there with the steal. Ledbetter, turnaround, jumper is good, and we are within 11. Again, all it takes is a couple of minutes for the Jazz to make a run. They're looking for the door to be opened, and it is cracked open right now as Yakovlev is there with the putback, and we are within 9. Make it 7. 100-93. Here's Logan with it. His jumper will fall. 18 points for Zay Logan. Second on the team in scoring. He's had a phenomenal game today as Griffin has it. Trapped inside over to Shaedon Sharpe. Sharpe's layup is good despite 2 hands in his face. And it's a double-digit deficit with under 6.5 to go. Ledbetter with it, and that is a charging foul on Ledbetter, his 4th. That's a big play there. Good job by Scoot Henderson to sell the foul. And on the following possession, Henderson's not done. He's in with the rack attack. Off the screen from Logan. Nice play from Scoot Henderson. 106-94. Here's Ledbetter. Hands it off for Tyrese Maxey. Maxey off the screen over to Amadou Mwangi, who blows by Springer. It's been a quiet second half for Springer. He hasn't played all that well, as his 3 is no good. Rebound by Jet Howard. Here comes the Jazz looking to cut the lead within single digits. Ledbetter, long 2. Buries the back of the net, and we are within 8. 106-98. Portland looking to close out this game again sooner rather than later. And that's one way to help up the lead. It's Khalil Griffin with the slam. He's up to 15 points. Ledbetter looking for somebody to get open. He gets the screen. He himself now is open, and he hits the 3. Could we be looking at another big fourth quarter for Tyson Ledbetter? 7-point game. Logan blows by Yakovlev. He's in for the dunk. Ever since Gafare's gotten out of the game, the big difference between these two teams has been speed. Sure, Portland is smaller, but they're much faster than the Jazz, and that has taken notice, especially on offense. Yakovlev tries to lob it up, but he's unsuccessful. And here comes the Blazers in transition. Scoot lobs it up for Springer with the reverse poster over Ledbetter. First, great ball movement and a really smart play by Scoot to pass it out rather than score himself. Secondly, that was really good defense. Portland identified they were going for the lob early and read the play immediately. Springer, no good. Pushes off of Ledbetter for the offensive rebound and the putback. 33-15-5 for Darius Springer. Ledbetter's shot is no good. Here comes Portland with 3.5 to go. Griffin, crossover, windmill poster! Another highlight dunk by Khalil Griffin. The most impressive thing about his dunks is that he's done them all with his left hand, and he's a righty. That cannot be easy. Ledbetter inside, no good, gets his own miss. Good defense, though, by Logan. Yakovlev, open shot is good, but as you can see here, it's still very much an uphill battle for the Jazz. Down by 13 with under 3 minutes to go. Howard, 3. That one is good, and we are now within 10 as Portland calls time. This is Portland's probably their biggest lead down the stretch throughout this series so far. We'll see if they can hold it. Scoot Henderson for 3. Bang! That feels like the dagger. It's a 15-point lead with 1.5 minutes to go. I think this is going to be too much for Utah to overcome. Ledbetter, though, gets a 3 right back. Okay, we're back within 12. Maybe the game's not over. Darius Springer with it. Hands it off for Sharpe. Around 1 minute to go. Sharpe inside. He is fouled by Ledbetter. That is his 6th. He is out of the game. Any chance the Jazz had of getting a huge offensive rally is probably down the toilet now that their best shot creator is out. It's probably going to come down to Cassius Maxey now as he makes the floater. Lead is within 12. Portland letting this clock go. They know that time is not of the essence for them. But Maxey steals it away from Khalil Griffin on the other end. Griffin tries to draw the charge. He's unsuccessful. Maxey gets the layup. It's a 10-point game with 30 seconds left. Utah's not fouling. I guess they've accepted their fate as Scoot Henderson has it guarded by Tyrese Maxey over to Khalil Griffin. Griffin looking for the screen from Zay Logan. With some room. Griffin for 3. That one is no good. Rebound by Springer, but he loses it. Jazz get it back with 10 seconds to go. Howard, pull up 3. That one will not fall. Springer with his 18th rebound of the game, and that will do it. Portland steals 2 here in Utah And this series is tied at 2. I said the Blazers needed to come into Utah and win both games, and they do just that. We still have work to do. We still have to win 2 of 3. But boy, we are in a much better position than we were an hour ago when the video started. This was probably our most complete team win, up by 10 here at the end of the game. And unlike the first 3 games, the Jazz didn't really make much of a comeback in the fourth quarter. It was Tyrese Maxey who led them off the bench scoring-wise with 23 points in just 24 minutes. Tyson Ledbetter, again, was really not that good. I was not that impressed with him today. 20 points on 23 shots. Cassius Maxey was pretty solid. Ghaffari was really good again, but of course he got injured. It's a strained left Achilles for Ghaffari, so luckily for the Jazz, they're able to avoid worst-case scenario, but it's not an injury he can play through, and he may miss the rest of the series. I think he's been overall their most important player through these 4 games, so him possibly being done for the remainder of the series is a huge loss. Nobody else was really all that impactful today for the Jazz. They played fine, but they just didn't play well enough. Darius Springer with 33, 18, and 6. He was excellent in the first half. Kind of slowed down in the second half, but I'm not worried about him. He played the entirety of the second half and was kind of exhausted offensively, but his presence on the floor was enough for us to hold control. 20 for Scoot. He played a great game, only missing 2 shots. Shaedon Sharpe only missed 2 shots from 2, but 0 for 3 from deep. And then Zay Logan, 26 and 6, 7 of 9 from the field, 5 for 5 from deep. Zay Logan was fantastic. I really thought he was our second best player today. Khalil Griffin was pretty quiet for his standards. He wasn't horrible. He only shot a little bit below 50%, but certainly not his best game, but he wasn't bad or anything. And then nobody else was really impressive otherwise. We shot the 3-ball unbelievably well early in this game, starting, I think, 10 for 11. But we really slowed down after that in the second half. But ultimately, it didn't matter. We still get the win. You know whose name we haven't said since the start of Game 3? Kristaps Porzingis. We did not really miss him out there, to be completely honest. And now that poses the question, what do we do with him for Game 5? Because I still think this team is better with a healthy, focused, and effort-giving Kristaps Porzingis. But I'm still not sure if we're going to get that version of him. And, well, we didn't need him to win these 2 games today after he was a net negative in the first 2 games. And with Sidi Ghaffari possibly sidelined for the rest of this series, we don't have to put as much attention on Utah down low, particularly for them offensively. Sure, Mikhail Yakovlev and Amadou Mwangi are both very capable players, but they're not Sidi Ghaffari. So that'll wrap up the episode. Overall, a great day here for our Blazers. We take both games in Utah. The series is tied at 2, and now we're looking to close it out. But the Jazz are still looking to close it out as well. We'll see what happens in games 5 and 6 in the next episode. Hope everybody enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.